Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Sun Devils head coach told me pregame, one of the things he has reiterated to his offensive coordinator is he wants his quarterback to break that school record for passing touchdowns in a season. Now, obviously, they are going to have a balanced game plan. When they're in the red zone, they're going to take the best play available. But it is in the back of their mind. They want their quarterback to go down in history, and they have a big opportunity to do that here today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Hand off for Brown. There he goes. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Hits inside. It's Brown. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
The Sun Devils in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Boley. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Making the adjustment. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Soft spot in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Throwing, Sangapovatelli. Unloads it downfield. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Right side, it's Thomas. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Tosses it incomplete. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
They'll run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
JKS. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
The 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Left side is Brown.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick give. It's Brown. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
you got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll give it to Brown. Enough to move the chains. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Sun Devils have their offense in high gear.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Running inside, it's Brown. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Turns out it's Miller. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Bowling. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Jaron Chiave Sangopolitelli. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Robinson. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Right back to it. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Dropping back, it's Boley. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Drops back on 1st down. Buying time to his right. Rolling right and going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Got enough for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out wide right, it's Miller. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to throw. It's Boley. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm. The passing game.
Quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So frustrating to have a false start in this area of the field, but still 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Boley. And wings it incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Cal uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. From the gun. Looking to get it in. Gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Right side, it's Thomas. That is not what they had in mind at all, and it's going to be a safety.
I have no idea what the receiver's thinking on that. You make the catch, you got to get north, you got to go down right away. You cannot run backwards into your own end zone. Heads up play by the safety. He just tracked him down and is like, bro, you're going to run backwards? Great. You just made my job easier. And they get the 2 points.
Looking to pass. It's Boley. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and, man, are they set up.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And it's the Gamecocks with a real chance to make this a memorable season. 9-1 following everything that happened last year. Let's find out if they can get to 10-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
And the Golden Bears are in the hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The Golden Bears with 8 seconds and short to keep this drive moving.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with the big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and long here. Songo Politelli. chucked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Brown again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Breaks into the open. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the
30. They keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play like...
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Throwing Sangapolatelli. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. Sangapolatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's McKinley. It's a seam wide, a touchdown, Golden Bears! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up 7-2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on second down. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. One more time, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the left side. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. JKS finds us back in the middle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Golden Bears want to move quickly.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Wants to throw one first. On the move. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Harris. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Again, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got the first down. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Quarterback changing the play. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it. It's Brown. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, it's Brown. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
On third down, here's Brown. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Jaron Kiave Songopolatelli fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Hendricks. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. The Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Again, it's Songopolatelli. Turns it upfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a man. Rushes on. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And you're not going to see many of those. And that's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
From the gun on third down, Songopolatelli makes the catch. Touchdown, Cal! They move on top here in the fourth. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the... And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal. That score might... this winning streak to 9. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Got it. There he goes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw it. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. They'll ride him again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Songo Bolatelli. Throws to the wideout. Left side is King. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Golden Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Working the ground game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Rush right in his face. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Here's a throw downfield late. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't set his feet.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the back. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. It's a flea flicker. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other